Your identity is rooted in purpose, not in labels given by society. Too often, we let the world define us by superficial titles, by the jobs we hold, the money we make, the clothes we wear, or the opinions of others. But true identity goes beyond these labels. It's not tied to anything temporary or external. When you let society define who you are, you become like a leaf blown by the wind, changing direction with each passing trend and shifting opinion. This is why so many people feel lost and unfulfilled. They're chasing identities that were never meant for them, identities that only scratch the surface of their true potential. Your identity is tied to a higher purpose, one that was instilled in you long before any label could touch you. Think of this purpose as a blueprint, a unique design etched into your very soul by your Creator. This purpose isn't shaken by changes in life, by failures, or by successes. It's not something you can lose or outgrow. No job, no relationship, no achievement, and no mistake can alter your identity at its core. Because this identity is rooted in purpose, it gives you direction, stability, and confidence in who you are. When you begin to see yourself as more than the labels placed upon you, you start to uncover a deeper calling. You recognize that your identity is tied to fulfilling this calling, and that every part of you, your strengths, your struggles, and even your scars, is a piece of the puzzle that makes you uniquely qualified for the purpose you were given. You're not here to conform to society's fleeting standards. You're here to live out a purpose that stands the test of time. Reclaiming your identity means reconnecting with this truth, stripping away the layers of labels and stepping boldly into the life you were truly meant to live. Knowing who you are starts with understanding whose you are. When you know whose you are, you gain a foundation that can't be shaken by the opinions of others or by the circumstances around you. Recognizing that you belong to a Creator who designed you with love, intention, and purpose brings clarity and security. You are not a random product of chance or a collection of accidental experiences. You are a deliberate creation formed by a higher power that knows your worth, your capabilities, and your destiny. When you understand whose you are, you realize that your identity is not something you need to invent or construct to fit in. Rather, it's a truth you need to uncover and embrace. This identity is already within you, waiting to be discovered. Instead of looking to the world for validation, you find your value in the one who crafted you. When the world tells you that you're not enough, that you need to prove your worth, understanding whose you are reminds you that you already have inherent value. You're already seen, known, and loved just as you are. Understanding whose you are also gives you strength. It reminds you that you are not facing life alone. You are backed by a power far greater than yourself. This knowledge fills you with a confidence that doesn't waver with life's ups and downs. No matter how difficult the path becomes, you can stand firm because your identity is anchored in something eternal. Reclaiming your identity starts with this awareness, with this decision to see yourself through the eyes of the one who created you. Knowing that you are here for a purpose greater than any label, any fear, or any limitation the world tries to place on you. The power of identity lies in embracing your unique design and purpose. Every person is created with a distinct combination of talents, desires, experiences, and perspectives that no one else can replicate. When you embrace this design, you start to understand that you are here for a specific reason that only you can fulfill. Your unique design isn't an accident or a coincidence, it is intentional. Carefully crafted by the Creator who gave you a purpose as specific as your fingerprints. This realization carries tremendous power because it reminds you that you don't need to be like anyone else or fit into society's molds. Embracing your unique design means that you're no longer chasing after validation or approval from others, because you understand that your worth comes from simply being who you were meant to be. The power of identity is unlocked when you stop trying to change yourself to meet expectations that don't align with your purpose. Trying to be someone else drains your energy and blurs your path, but when you embrace who you truly are, you align with a power that fuels your growth, your happiness, and your fulfillment. Your uniqueness is your strength, not a weakness or something to be hidden. In a world full of conformity, standing firm in your identity brings clarity and confidence. It allows you to contribute to the world in a way that no one else can. Embracing your design and purpose equips you to make an impact that is as unique as you are. Reclaiming your identity is not about becoming someone new. It's about coming back to who you already are and living out that truth boldly, fully, and without apology. You were created with intention. Every part of you serves a purpose in the bigger plan. Nothing about you is an accident, not your strengths, your struggles, your passions, or even your past experiences. When you realize this, you begin to understand that there is a reason for every part of you, woven together by a creator who sees the end from the beginning. You are not simply existing in this world, you are here to contribute something essential that only you can bring. This sense of purpose goes beyond what we see in the moment and invites us to view ourselves through the eyes of a creator who made no mistakes in forming us. Every skill, every talent, and even every difficulty you've faced is a piece of a grander purpose. Challenges, rather than being roadblocks, become part of your preparation. They shape you, giving you resilience and insight that deepen your character. Your unique qualities are no accident. Even your imperfections and the areas you're still working to improve are part of a larger plan. They teach you humility, patience, and perseverance, equipping you for the path ahead. When you begin to view yourself this way, you stop seeing your life as a series of random events and instead see it as a masterpiece in progress. Recognizing that you are created with intention frees you from the pressure to compare yourself to others. You no longer need to strive to be like anyone else or envy their journey, because you have your own role to play. You are a part of a divine design placed here to impact lives, to grow, and to contribute in a way that no one else can. Embracing this truth brings clarity and peace, helping you to walk confidently in your identity, knowing that you are here on purpose, for a purpose. Reclaiming your identity means acknowledging this intentionality and stepping into the life that was uniquely crafted for you, with all of its beauty, complexity, and meaning. Reclaiming your identity often means letting go of who the world told you to be. From a young age, we are bombarded with expectations from society, family, and even our own insecurities. The world tells us who we should be, what we should look like, and what success should look like. These external influences often create a false image of ourselves, one that doesn't align with our true nature or purpose. For many, this causes confusion and internal conflict because we end up living out an identity based on others' standards rather than our own truth. To reclaim your identity, you must have the courage to let go of these limiting beliefs and external pressures. You must silence the voices that tell you to conform and instead listen to the voice within that is speaking to your heart. This process is not easy. It requires vulnerability and introspection. It requires the willingness to question everything you've been taught to believe about yourself and the strength to let go of false identities that no longer serve you. This can mean walking away from people, relationships, or environments that keep reinforcing an identity that's not aligned with your true purpose. But in this process of letting go, you will begin to make room for the real you to emerge. You'll start to connect with the parts of yourself that were always there, waiting to be discovered. These parts of you, the ones that reflect your authentic self, hold the keys to your deepest desires and highest potential. Reclaiming your identity is not about adding something new or changing who you are. It's about shedding the layers that have built up over time and stepping into the fullness of who you were always meant to be. When you free yourself from society's labels, you begin to see that your identity is much bigger and richer than anything the world could define for you. You are a person of purpose, designed to make a unique impact. And as you let go of who the world told you to be, you make space for your authentic self to shine through, unburdened by others' expectations and aligned with the truth of your divine calling. True freedom is found when you live in alignment with your authentic self. In a world full of distractions, expectations, and pressures, it's easy to lose sight of who we really are. We get caught up in the race to meet external goals and satisfy the expectations of others, often forgetting that true fulfillment comes not from what we do, but from being true to who we are. When we align our actions, thoughts, and decisions with our authentic self, we experience a profound sense of peace and freedom that cannot be found anywhere else. Living authentically means making choices based on your own values, your purpose, and your unique design. It's about refusing to let fear, doubt, or the opinions of others steer you away from what you know to be true about yourself. It requires a deep trust in yourself and your Creator, knowing that when you walk in alignment with your true identity, you are walking in the path that was specifically designed for you. This alignment brings clarity in your decision-making, strength in facing challenges, and a deep sense of fulfillment that comes from knowing you are living in your truth. Many people live their lives in fear, trying to please others or live up to the expectations set by society. They are constantly in search of approval, never feeling quite satisfied, always chasing something that feels just out of reach. But true freedom comes when you stop seeking validation from the outside world and begin to validate yourself from within. When you know who you are and are confident in your purpose, you no longer need to conform to the world's standards. Instead, you boldly walk in your own lane, guided by your own inner compass. This freedom is not just about external circumstances changing, but about a transformation within. It's about shedding the need to seek approval, to be something you're not, or to live in fear of judgment. It's about standing firm in your identity and your purpose, no matter what others may say or think. When you live authentically, you stop being a prisoner to external pressures and instead become the master of your own destiny. You become free to live your life fully with intention, with purpose, and with peace, knowing that you are aligned with your true self. Your identity is not defined by your mistakes or failures, but by your ability to rise above them. Life is filled with challenges and setbacks that may make you question your worth or your potential. However, it's important to understand that these moments are not reflections of who you truly are. They are simply parts of your journey. Mistakes and failures do not have the power to define you unless you allow them to. In fact, these experiences can be the very things that shape you into the person you were meant to be, as long as you choose to learn and grow from them. Each setback, failure, or mistake is an opportunity for growth, for resilience, and for self-discovery. When you face a challenge, you are presented with a choice. You can let it break you, or you can rise from it stronger and wiser. The ability to get up after falling, to continue moving forward after a setback, is what truly defines your character. It's not how many times you fall, but how many times you get up and keep pressing forward. This is what real strength looks like. Reclaiming your identity means acknowledging that you are more than the mistakes you've made. You are more than the failures you faced. Your true identity lies in your ability to continue despite the setbacks, to find purpose in the pain, and to use each experience, whether good or bad, as a stepping stone toward becoming the person you are meant to be. It is in the overcoming that you discover who you truly are, someone resilient, strong, and capable of achieving great things, no matter the obstacles in your path. When you embrace the truth that your mistakes do not define you, you free yourself from the weight of guilt and regret. You stop letting your past dictate your future, and you begin to see every experience as part of a greater plan. Your mistakes are not signs of failure, they are merely lessons in disguise. Every lesson learned is an essential part of your growth, preparing you for the success and purpose that lies ahead. Reclaiming your identity involves releasing the hold that past mistakes have on your life and stepping into the power and potential that has always been within you. The process of reclaiming your identity requires you to surround yourself with people who recognize and nurture your true potential. It's easy to get caught up in the wrong environments or relationships that don't support your growth or align with your purpose. These relationships may flatter your ego, but they often fail to challenge you or push you toward becoming the best version of yourself. To truly reclaim your identity, you need to be intentional about the people you allow into your life. Healthy, uplifting relationships are the ones that encourage you to embrace who you truly are, not who others expect you to be. These are the people who see your potential before you do, who believe in your purpose even when you have doubts, and who inspire you to pursue your dreams with confidence. They are the ones who hold you accountable, challenge your thinking, and help you see your strengths and gifts more clearly. Surrounding yourself with such individuals helps you stay grounded in your true identity and reminds you of your worth, especially during times when you may feel lost or uncertain. On the other hand, toxic relationships can have the opposite effect. They drain your energy, hinder your growth, and may even try to define you by their own standards. These relationships can distort your sense of self and keep you trapped in a cycle of self-doubt and insecurity. Reclaiming your identity means being brave enough to remove yourself from these unhealthy dynamics, even if it means letting go of people who have been a part of your life for a long time. It's a difficult decision, but one that is necessary for your well-being and personal growth. The right people in your life will challenge you to rise above your circumstances, pursue your calling, and embrace your true self. They help you stay focused on your purpose and remind you that you have everything you need to succeed. By surrounding yourself with positive influences, you give yourself the best opportunity to reclaim and live out your true identity. These relationships are not just supportive, they are catalytic in your journey of becoming all that you were designed to be. When you align yourself with the right people, you are empowered to step into your purpose with clarity, confidence, and unwavering belief in your identity. Reclaiming your identity involves the courage to stand firm in who you are, even when the world tries to convince you to conform. Every day, society bombards us with messages about how we should look, what we should do, and who we should be. From the media to the opinions of others, there is an endless stream of voices trying to shape our identity according to their standards. The pressure to fit in, to be accepted, and to follow the crowd can be overwhelming. Yet to reclaim your true identity, you must resist the urge to conform to these external pressures and learn to be unapologetically yourself. The courage to be authentic means not bowing to the fear of rejection or criticism. It's about understanding that your worth doesn't come from fitting into the world's expectations, but from staying true to the unique person you were created to be. You don't need to dress a certain way, speak a certain way, or live a certain way just to be accepted or successful. Your true identity is not a reflection of what others think of you. It is rooted in who you are deep inside, shaped by your values, your experiences, and your purpose. Standing firm in your identity can be uncomfortable, especially when others try to impose their views on you. However, this discomfort is a sign that you are breaking free from the limitations imposed by others. It's a necessary part of reclaiming your true self. Embracing who you are, even in the face of opposition, requires a deep conviction that your life has meaning and purpose beyond what others think. It's about knowing that you have something valuable to offer the world, just as you are, without needing to conform to anyone else's mold. When you find the courage to be true to yourself, you empower others to do the same. Your authenticity becomes a source of inspiration to those around you, encouraging them to live their own truth as well. Reclaiming your identity is not just about personal growth, it's about creating a ripple effect that inspires others to stand in their own truth and purpose. It's in this courage to be yourself that you unlock the power to live a life of freedom, fulfillment, and impact. Reclaiming your identity is a process that involves letting go of the fear of judgment and choosing to embrace your unique path. Many people spend much of their lives worrying about what others think of them, constantly seeking approval or trying to fit into predefined categories. This fear of judgment can hold you back from stepping into your true identity, keeping you confined to a life that is not aligned with your purpose or potential. To reclaim your identity, you must first release the chains of external validation and trust in your own value and worth. The fear of judgment can manifest in many ways. It may stop you from speaking up when you have something important to say, prevent you from taking bold steps toward your dreams, or make you second guess your decisions because you're concerned about how others will perceive you. But the truth is, the opinions of others cannot define you unless you allow them to. What people say or think about you is a reflection of their own perceptions, not the truth of who you are. When you release the fear of judgment, you free yourself to live authentically, making choices that align with your values, your purpose, and your true identity. To embrace your identity fully, you must have the courage to face judgment with confidence. This means choosing not to be paralyzed by fear or controlled by the opinions of others. Instead, you must focus on what truly matters, your own sense of fulfillment, your personal growth, and your alignment with your purpose. When you stop allowing the fear of judgment to dictate your actions, you unlock the power to create a life that is meaningful and true to who you really are. Living authentically without the fear of judgment allows you to experience greater peace and freedom. You no longer feel the need to wear a mask or pretend to be something you're not in order to gain acceptance. Instead, you can confidently show up as yourself, fully embracing your strengths and imperfections. Reclaiming your identity means trusting that the people who are meant to be in your life will accept and love you for who you truly are. And those who judge you are not worth your energy. As you let go of the fear of judgment, you begin to take ownership of your life. And you start to create a reality that aligns with your purpose. You stop being a product of external pressures and start becoming the person you were always meant to be: free, confident, and unafraid to express your true self to the world. Reclaiming your identity is not a one-time event, but a continuous journey of self-discovery, growth, and empowerment. It requires the courage to embrace your true self, the wisdom to learn from your experiences, and the strength to stand firm in your purpose despite the challenges that may arise. As you let go of external expectations, fears, and limitations, you open the door to a life of authenticity, freedom, and fulfillment. Remember, your identity is not shaped by the opinions of others or the mistakes of your past, but by your ability to live in alignment with your true purpose.